test this. Testing, testing, testing. Oh. Has no signal? What do you mean it has no signal? Okay, testing. Is there any... Okay, I hear something now. Where's my... Okay. 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 Do we hear me now? Should. Okay. Do we hear me now? Should. Okay, so we do hear me, but I'm a little quiet, I think, is what it sounds like, relative to, I guess the volume there is like as possible. The problem is more so that the desktop audio is a little high. Okay, let's test it again now with the sound of the thing going. All right. The levels are a little fucked up, but we're testing it, testing it, testing it, testing it. Levels are a little fucked up, but we're testing it, testing it, testing it, testing it. But I'm kind of getting a bit obsessive about this. I mean, at the end of the day, like, how bad is it? Is it really that bad? Okay, all right. Testing, 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 testing. Oh my god, that's crazy. This fucking boss is insane. Oh my god, that's crazy. This fucking boss is insane. Okay, alright. Testing, 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 testing. Alright, that sounds good. Okay, how do I move this from... Is there a way to move this stream from private to public? How do I do that? Where do I go to make this... Where do I... Oh, I can hear myself. To make this public. Edit. Customization. Detail. Visibility. Public. Okay. It says public. Okay. I'm going to assume it's public. I'm not actually sure if it is, but I'm going to assume it is. First double checking everything is like still fairly good here. Double checking, double checking. Good here. Double checking, double checking. Okay, yeah, it sounds fine to me. All right. Give me 1 second here. Okay, give me 2 seconds here, because I need to get my bank stuff in, so give me 1 second here. Okay, we're back. But the concern I had... okay, this is not a good sign, because I left last night with... Put some music on here. That's not too loud. I left last night. Let's actually check if that's too loud here. It doesn't look like it's crazy loud. It doesn't look like it's crazy loud. Yeah, it's not too bad. The reason why I'm a little nervous, I went to bed last night, and I was kind of like thinking to myself about stuff I had purchased recently in the game. And I was kind of wondering, like, how much have I, like, I bought some, like, Crush gear because I thought for some reason that the boss might be Crush related. So I was like, who knows what it's going to be? And I saw my bank value has dropped by 40 mil. So I'm not thinking that the gear, yeah. Well, okay. These have stayed mostly consistent. It's probably bad of me to be looking at what stuff changed and what stuff didn't, because I was kind of like, who knows how things are going to change overnight? I don't... What in my gear changed? Kind of unsure. I don't know what changed. Alright, doesn't matter. Okay, at the end of the day, we got this quest to do. I'm really excited about this. I like doing quests a lot in the game. I think quests in RuneScape are actually really solid. Where do I go is the question. I actually haven't done some of the recent quests, unfortunately. Just haven't felt much desire to do most of them. But the Blood Moon Rises. Kind of excited. I really do think that they do a good job in the quests. What to do? I can start by this quest by talking to Sarius Guile in the Icing Graveyard. Where's that? Okay, and to get here, you have to take... Is it over here? Yes, it's here, right? Yeah, it's here. That's easy. So Berg to Rot stuff. I'm thinking gear-wise, right? We're gonna need mostly melee gear, right? Let's take the Bellator, and then we'll take, what else we gotta put on? Vernic? Then we need the, Flail, I think, right? Yeah, because that's gonna be our best one. Not sure what else we're gonna need gear-wise. Boots will take Rainia boots. And then I'm not really gonna bring like a lot of like gear, I guess, like for magic and mage, because I just don't know what we'll need. So I'm thinking I'll just bring the assembler. Honestly, I'm kind of... I don't want to spend too much time thinking about calcs and stuff. It's like we're only going to be doing bosses like 1 or 2 times and stuff, so like I'm not like super worried about that. We'll just grab whatever gear I have that's like probably good enough. So like, where's the blowpipe? What do I have in here? Do I have like dragon darts? I probably shouldn't be dragon. Then Anguish, and then fuck it, we'll bring the Osmundton's Fang, because who knows, and it's good in like almost all situations. And then Eye of Ayak, and then we'll bring like a small mage swap, I would say, of Cult, and then that. And that should be good in like most cases. That should be good in like most cases, and then we'll bring like a super combat. Oh, I forgot. I have potion storage. I guess I had a couple things I didn't bring out in there, but I'll take I don't know, these. Just like I'll take all. Heck. 1, and I want some super restores or prayers. Let's take like 2 prayer potions. Do I have staminas in here? I should have staminas. Do I have no staminas at all? Alright, well we're going to buy some staminas here. Yes, I forgot they have extended, huh? How much are these? 8k? I feel like I'm so unprepared for this quest right now. I have not prepared. Okay, let's just do the extended. There's no downside to buying the extendeds. Extend... Oh my god. Spell? Stamina, let's buy... Yeah, fuck it. We're gonna... Well... Let's buy 50. How much am I really gonna need? Let's take... Like... Boy. Let's take... Let's take 2. I don't imagine we're gonna need more than 2. Food-wise, let's bring... I don't want to take too much stuff, like sharks... and carambas. Okay, I don't think I need more than this, and then we'll bring a, what was I gonna say? We'll bring a... Oh my god. Berg... Is it Mauritania legs? There we go. Perfect. Then, some house teleports. Perfect. I don't think I need I'm not bringing anything else besides, like, normal runes. I don't foresee needing to do anything else, but I think we should be fine with this. And by the way, if I just, like, do this quickly, what is my mage accuracy? It's 0, so it's kind of ass. I don't, like, think we're gonna need to do anything that's, like, crazy, right? Like... I think I need to bring, like a top. So, like, a... not mixed hide. Crystal... Like, yeah, it's a lot, but it's, like, decent arrows or something. Just so I have, like, some more accuracy or something. Four-way swap's easy, right? Oh, fuck, I forgot I have no verdict, don't I, huh? Spot open. Okay, let's stop delaying. Let's get on to this quest. I'm excited. I've been excited for weeks to play this. I love the quests in this game, but let's go ahead and give this a shot. And we'll go fight the Maggot King, who I'm also very excited to fight a little bit more. I'm hoping this takes me to the Icing Graveyard. I don't actually know. I guess it does. There we go, Icing Graveyard. That takes you to Slep? Where's that take you to in Slep? Is that here? Or here? Yeah, I guess it's here. Still kind of ass if you, like, quickly have a quick run to Slep. To Fasani's. I guess it's... Is this faster than running up? Not really, I guess, huh? Okay. Alright, so... Try to do this, like, mostly blind. I'm gonna be so honest, dude. Who the fuck is this? Again? She's wearing heels. Damn, crazy. What, but why her neck be looking at like that, though? You know what I mean? Oh, she's the assistant of, like, somebody, right? Okay, I remember. Find you here. There's nobody want. What are you doing? As I say, I was looking for you, but why? Oh. I'll be back in 1 second. I gotta check if my dinner is ready, because I need to eat. It's getting late, so give me 1 second. We're so back. Okay. I just had to grab myself my dinner. Okay. Let's get back to it. I'm leaving Mauritania. It's not safe for me here anymore. Not now. Venescula is gone. Before I go, there's something I need you to know. To experience Bloodborne Rises in 10, the following sentence are recommended. This is kind of... What is this? Music mode area of usage 50 or greater. GPU. Area. Ah, sure. Fuck it. That's kind of sick. Alright, what is it? Your friend Saphilan. Lorna Dracula has him. He's keeping both him and Venescula as prisoners in preparation for something. Preparation for what? I'm not sure exactly, but all the emperors have been ordered to attend a gathering outside Castle Drakon. Apparently he has announcement to make regarding the future of Mauritania. The future of Mauritania? That's not good. I need to get over there right away. And do what? To stand against Drakon would be suicide. Maybe, but I'm not abandoning my friend. You remind me of my father. He always believed in the monarchy, even when all hope seemed lost, but the monarchy are all gone. Are gone now, and so is he. They may be gone, but this fight isn't over. There's always still hope. You wouldn't have come here if you didn't believe that yourself, maybe. So you're really gonna go to Castle Drakon? I am, but hopefully not alone. I still have a couple of friends left here, then I guess this is goodbye and good luck. So you're fleeing murder, do you have a safe way out? Vanessa gave me some money to keep in case of emergency. I'm paying some mercenaries from Miss Lynn to help me get out safely. I'll be fine, it's not me you should worry about, I'm sure. Are you sure? I know this is about your friend, and I'm not blind to what Nestle is, but she has always been good to me. You can help her. I'll do what I can. Now I'd best get going. I need to go and see Ivan. Good luck, vibe checker. Let's go. Okay. I have a feeling... Not sure where Ivan's gonna be. My guess is gonna be Bergdarat. I could look at the quest guide, but like... Pretty sure it's gonna be... Where else should they be? Alright, so... The, why are these all... Why are the rats highlighted? Where are they? They're like downstairs, right? In like the old bar or something? Yeah, there they go. I remember this now. Oh, they're literally not even here. Are they in Canvas? Okay, you know what? I'm looking at the quest guide. Fuck this shit. Where is it? Oh. Where the monarchy out below Old Man Raul's home. Higher digits. Are you fucking kidding me? Alright, give me a second. Alright. 1 minute, please. I guess, don't I have Dragon's Medallion? Medallion? Okay. I should get that. I want to go to Verse and Haza, right? That's the closest. Where exactly is it again? They are... I think they're like here-ish or something. Or is it down here? I always forget. She gives you. Let's trade Sven. Oh, there it is. Okay, there we go. Tops though. Alright, what do you want, Ivan? Looks like Ivan is here. Looks like Ivan built a makeshift shrine to the fallen hierarchy. Oh, there he is. Oh, there you are. Vibe checker. He looks bad. He looks down bad. Here. I have news from Darkmire. Apparently Drakon is preparing to make some big announcements to the vampires. So he wants to go there. That's the plan. Back to where they died. Back to where we lost Ivan. He killed them. It was like they were nothing. He killed them and all I could do was watch. Can't give up, Ivan. I haven't. I'm not Veliath and I'm still here. I'm still helping, but I'm not you, Vajraka. I can't just go back there. I won't go back there. He has Safalan. I have a vampire disguise. I can make you one as well. They'll never even know we were there. It's not about that. I already have a disguise. I made my own a while ago. That's convenient. It's just, aren't you afraid? More than afraid, but I won't give up on Safalan. When do we go? As soon as you're ready. Alright, just give me a moment to get a few things together. Alright. Valid. Okay, I think that's everything. So you're ready to go to Darkmire. But I'm not ready. I want to talk to some more though. Oh, you can just buy shit from them. Oh, that's sick. Nice. Okay, cool. But how much are they though? If I wanted to like just 40k. That's not what you're talking about. Bro, get your own fit. Actually, he doesn't have the. He's got a fucking. I guess that's fair. It's probably slightly better. Hey, Ivan. How have things been here? As bad as you'd expect, I'd rather not talk about it, but you're doing okay. Like I said, I'm certain. Oh, I need a flail. Reckon's medallion. Sure. He just gives you one? I'm just gonna drop it in front of it. Poor guy. Okay, let's go. About you. I'm ready. Go. Darkmire. I feel like this quest, by the way. I think about this quest line. Yeah, cinema. It's gotta be that the ending is like there's a peace between the humans and the vampires, but like we still have to do blood tithes and shit. Damn. Cinema. This is better on the HD plugin. 117 or whatever. Oh, fuck. It kind of is more cinema, to be honest with you. It's been a long time since I last stood before the vampires of Mort. Thought I had prepared myself for what I'd see. As it turned out, I see that I was wrong. Do you see what you've all come? The ways you stand, the ways you dress, disgust me, based. You become pathetic, weak, you are worthy to be called vampires anymore. And who is that to blame for, Drakon? If we disgust you, surely it is our leader who is responsible. Lord Jovki, I see my absence, you have grown arrogant. Once more, you always did take after your father, but I must confess you speak the truth, for you are all indeed my failing. A failing that today I will finally begin to set right. You see, for a long time now I have fought to return us to what we all were always meant to be, but every time the answer came close, it slipped away. Now though, now the answer is finally in my grasp. Thanks to my dear sister, I have finally the means to bring about our salvation. I have finally had the means for us to return home. Home, surely you don't mean Vampirin. You would see us return to that wasteland, you would see us return to the lives of misery. I would see us return to lives of strength. I will take us back to a land where we will live as we were meant to, not as royalty, not as rich gods. No, we will be hunters once more. This guy's alright? I'm sorry. No. For you is Safalan Hollow, son of Aferity Hollow. Her icing blood runs through his veins. That blood contains the power to take us home. We will never follow you, Drakon. Return to Vampirin if you wish. Take those foolish enough to still believe you as well if you'd like. The rest of us will remain here. This is our home now. How long will you last if you remain? The humans here are spent. There is no longer enough of them to feed you. Then we must find a way to cross the salve. Many have tried and failed. Do you truly believe that Lord Remo will have better luck? No, there is only hope for us now, but if you would rather die than accept that, then die you will. Blood of the half-ice scene, I have been able to create a portal to travel to and from Vampirion, and his blood alone isn't enough to transport us all. For that, more will be needed. Human blood, vampire blood, it makes no difference. The half-ice scene is the catalyst, the rest matters not. But one way or another, sacrifice will be required. And how do you propose to achieve these sacrifices? For that, Pacing's already provided us with an answer. A blood moon will soon rise over these lands, and it will do so on the exact same night that one fires over Vampirium. So on that night we shall finally hunt again, for at long last we shall experience the night of the blood moon. Or the night of the blood moon, we would bring back that festival. Well, a night of carnage would be better description. You can't possibly go along with this, Drakon. Not hunt, you will be hunted. One way or another, the blood will be gathered. Damn, this guy sound like Thrag or something. Invincible. So yeah, essentially he's just trying to say, like, we need to get enough blood to do this, and I don't give a shit of whether I kill my people or somebody else, but I want to do this, and I don't give a fuck. Everyone's like, we don't actually want this. This is a terrible idea. He's like, well, sucks to suck. You insist go back to being mere beasts. We will not have it. You are a failure, Drakon. It's time we have a new leader, one who understands who we are now rather than lamenting over what we once were. You wish for the title, then claim it. You know what the Night of the Blood Moon is. By night's end, you have the most kills. You will become our leader. Now I must return to Vampirium. There is much to prepare before the festival begins. The wise one will prepare as well. As a starting point, you may wish to deal with the two of the humans among you, unless of course you all becomes what you can't even do anymore. Oh, based. Slight problem. Oh, brother, man. Why'd this guy bring no fucking gear swaps, man? What does this do again? Fucking useless. What am I? I'm an idiot. Motherfucker's gonna take forever to kill. Are you kidding? What's my guy doing? I have enough defense to like handle most of this. Bruh. Please hit. Thank you, my lord. Fuck. Thank the Lord. Okay, that's not too bad, I guess. Okay, Ivan. Yes, I'm fine. I'm sorry for what happened there. Members Ledger. Yeah, I guess we need to start working on an evacuation plan. We need to get out of Mauritania as possible. But how? We barely get anyone out in time. I know, but what else can we do? We stopped Drakan and stop him before we begin this festival with it. Stop Drakan. I couldn't even cast a teleport spell to escape your Firewatch. Besides, even if we could stop him, you heard what he said. He's gone to the Vampirian place. We can't get to him now. There must be a way. Maybe we could make our own portal there. Perhaps there is some existing form of teleportation we can use. It sounded like it took Drakan years to work it out, and it only became possible thanks to Safflin. Even if we could find a way, we don't have. This motherfucker. Oh, he's engaging in what's it called? He might not be wrong. That's the thing. But it's like, what's your option? Do fuck all? At least try, bruh. There's a portal that Drakan already made then. But what would that even work? The whole point is us we got, but we need to use it. True, but that's only so. But that's only so he can teleport a large number of items at once. He's only been using it himself without issues. What perhaps we can use? Perhaps, say we're able to do this, we can reach the portal and then use to get to Vampirium. Then what? I've got it. Like you said, the only possible because of Safflin, his blood is the catalyst. It doesn't matter how much other blood Drakan can gather. Without Safflin, the whole plan is over. Here's what we do. We find this portal, use it to travel to Vampirium, rescue Safflin, and then return here, closing the portal behind us. When we do, Drakan will be left trapped there, meaning that he would never be actually able to face him directly. I suppose it could work, but that's such a slim hope. Maybe, but there's still some hope even so we can't give up. Okay, let's say we do this. Where would we even start? With more help, Drakan didn't quite kill all the Marine. Beliaf, he abandoned, so it makes you think that he'd suddenly help us now. He might not, but we at least need to try to convince him. Need to find him first. Didn't any idea where he might be. Never bothered looking into it much, given he didn't seem to care about checking on me. But last I spoke to Drezel, he mentioned hearing that Beliaf might be in Slep. Okay, let's get over there. Fine. I had to make some arrangements here first, but then I'll head over there. End up getting separated. I've left a fair bit of equipment with Ral upstairs. Speak to him. I'll meet you outside. Church and Slep. Oh, and Vibe Checker. What is it? Just make sure you get your expectations to check in if you can. Be ready for him to disappoint us. Brother, man. I have to go full therapist mode. Okay, let's... This guy... Does he have anything else? So just like, if you buy it again, get it here. Okay, Slep. Fucking worth a shot. Probably should restore. So far, not bad. Not bad so far. Not bad. Alright, okay. Board. By the way, why ain't this teleport instant? Real talk. Where is it? Okay, Beliaf is somewhere in here. I guess that he's Ivan. Checker. Where do we start? Well, if Beliaf is here, someone must have seen him. We should ask around. I reckon the pub will be a place to start. Fucking British game. Find Beliaf. I had disagreement. I feel like a bit more than just a disagreement this time. Not to mention we have no idea that's busy. I'm blind enough to know that he can make a pretty good. I can make a pretty good guess. For so long he tried to beat to best to protect me, to protect all of us. After what happened in Darkmoor, he finally realized he couldn't broke him. Beliaf often said I was naive. The truth, I think he was always the. Anyways, doesn't really matter. I may get why he left, but that doesn't change for the fact that I just hate him. As for if I'll be okay when we find him, the truth is I don't think I'll know until we do so. I don't think I know until we do, so we might as well get to it. Let's head over to the pub, brother. Let me drink in peace. Okay. Roy have an answer? Dave Sir Kaiju, one of our fine celebrations, just a little special. We're looking for a friend of ours. Do you think? Could you describe them? I'd say he's best described as a complete and utter cretin. Based. Yeah, a bit of a grumpy fellow. Also got black hair and a mustache. Ah, yes, I've seen him around. He was in here earlier. In fact, having a drink. Quite a bit to drink. I see. You don't happen to know where he went after he left? That I do not. However, I did hear that there was some commotion up in Rumwick Manor soon afterwards. Might head off in a bit, guys. I know it's like I didn't even reach the quest, but oh, I just want to like enjoy this meal. My pleasure, sir. That always. Dungeon. Oh, nope, we don't want it that way. I don't want to go there. Locked. We'll need to head through the dungeon. Do they mean like this one? That can't be. Let's see. Sani. Alright. What's this last for? 4 minutes. Okay, cool. Gonna be a boss fight, ain't it? Dang, Van. What are you doing, mate? He's throwing. I see. The Lapis was feeling a little motive. He's feeling himself, man. Okay, I'm just kind of confused. I can't do damage with this, right? It's got to be the flail. Yeah. Using crush. It's always crush. Probably should be killed. Think you're doing helping you? Nope. With how drunk you are, I'd say the answer is yes. How many have you had? Not enough. Now if you're done asking stupid questions, would you mind getting in my way? Why? So you can run off again? Run. Does it look like I'm running? Look around you. What do you see? What I see is a drunk who's desperately trying to get himself killed. You don't know what you're talking about. Face of Eliab, you can spin things over you want. The truth is you banned us. You banned them. The Marik are gone, Ivan. Not quite. Velias Saflan's still alive. Draken has him as a prisoner. We still have a plan. We have a plan to save him. What plan? Draken is using Saflan's blood to travel to and from Vampirium. Vampirium, what are you on about? Apparently, it's the original home of the vampires. It seems Saflan's blood is essential to getting there. So what? You want to go there and rescue him? Pretty much. If we can bring Saflan back, Draken will end up trapped in Vampirium. You've gone mad. If Draken has Saflan, then he's as good as dead. We can't help him. No one can. Dude, so you just abandoned him? I don't believe that. Well, I abandoned you, apparently. Maybe I was never the person you thought I was. You were always the person I thought you were, Vel. If you tried so hard to be father, I lost, and you know what? Yes, you were terrible at it, but you tried, and that was enough for me. Never lost faith in you when you lied about Alicidu? When you lied about my parents, I understood why. I never lied about your parents. Not a fool, Velev. I know my mother really was. Descendant of Ivan des Siriges. Did you tell him? Didn't tell me. Didn't need to tell me. I worked it out for myself. I was so angry when I did. But I forgave you because I believed in you. Maybe you finally lost your faith in yourself, Velev. I'd understand if you have. Truth be told, I thought I'd lost my faith in you. But now standing here before you, I realize I haven't. Even after all that's happened, even after all that you've done, I still believe. Now I'm going to Paterdonis. We need to work out how to reach a library. There seems like the best place to start. Stay here and drink yourself to death if you want, Velev, but this fight isn't over, and I trust you'll make the right. Based Ivan. Based Ivan! My boy. Right now, anything you want to lecture me on? Not really. Nah. Ivan put it better than I ever could. Now I better get to Paterdomis. I'll get yourself a others standing here talking to me. Okay. What's the fastest way to get to Paterdomis? I don't actually know. I guess it's CKS or Carol Teleport. Say pendant if you don't have a faster one. Like some fucking here, right? Oh, they're not even close. We're good. And this land you speak of, surely it can't actually exist. It seems it does, Dres. I am pleased to not go forward with this plan. I will send word to the king. He will send help, I'm sure of it. Like his mercenaries, how useful have they been? Face it, Drizzle, we're on our own. Vibe Tracker, surely you're not in favor of this plan. Well, actually, it was my idea. Oh, Sarah Doman, save us. But did Elliot have anything else to say to you, Vibe Checker? Not really. Well, we'll just have to hope he makes the right choice. Anyway, now that you're here, we can get started. What's the plan? We need to find a way to reach this portal that Drekhan has made. I reckon it's pretty safe. Bet that it will be somewhere inside Castle Drekhan. You have no hope of getting in there. Not to the front door, but I'd be surprised if that was the way in there. Are you sure Vanessa once said the castle is impenetrable? But maybe she was lying, or maybe there are ways even she didn't know about. But how do we go about finding out? Well, I had a look in the library and found this old journal. Have a read of it and see what you reckon. Journal. Okay. Search belonged once. It was acquired to Ivan de Siriges. Most of it appears to contain nothing of note, but Ivan is clearly marked the final end. Okay, Ivan is gone. His last duty is called his by total kill. Warniel Drakon. It didn't make sense. The Salve has been blessed. The war has been won. Why did he need to go and kill Drakon? Truth soon became clear. Before he left, Ivan is tasked us with building a temple over the source of the Salve. However, to me, he had additional quest. He gave me a book. Inside he documented the events leading up to the Salve being blessed. He told me that it must be preserved and that it was my job to do so. I should never have opened it. I should never have discovered the truth of what they did, what he did. And yet, this was his final request of me. I can't destroy it no matter how much I'd like to. Instead, I will ensure it remains hidden. I will hide it within the very temple we are to build so that only the worthy can find it. Those who stand by the word of the rest, and by the word that the rest of the warriors swore. Convenient? Ivan set out to kill Drakon. Exactly. He must have had some sort of plan for getting to the castle. Apparently, this fire hit Ivan just as right within the fire to still. Any idea what that might mean? Drizzle? Blasphemy, that's what it means. The journal clearly can't be trusted based. Okay. Maybe, but there's only one way to find out. Let's head up into the temple and see if we can find these writings. I can't imagine those writings up there will just let us start poking around. Well, I'd say they've overstayed their welcome here anyway, so it's about time they cleared them out. Sounds like a plan, let's do it. Right behind you. You should be careful up there. Thank God I brought something else. I mean, yeah, it's not as strong as a whip or whatever, but or as good as a whip for this, but I didn't know I was going to be doing this. Okay. I'm just checking to make sure I'm live. Alright. Oh, is there like a fast route? What? I need to get Deadeye to because that shit's like strong. I really should probably do like Entity Hider, just because like I don't want to like see what people are doing. Like, you know, right now that those monks are dealt with, we can get to work on finding what thoughts on where to start. I'm not too sure, but I wonder if that journal you found could help us in some way. I'll give it a come up. Sounds good. Poorly. First surgery first against him, or anyone the seven of them blessed the Salvaring empires were actually built. It's said that all seven of them died in battle in the river, blessed with buried in the mausoleum. Oh. Of course, as it turns out, that wasn't actually true. And to survive the battle, he journeyed to Mortain and actually died there. So, if the journal you found is to be believed, he did so while trying to kill Drakan. Indeed. What about the other six? Who were they? There was Irindil, Crystalline, Sarlt, Dunnigan, Friar Twilbic, Durgol, Templeton, Pius, and Gar. Right, you were this told. I'm surprised I didn't work it out sooner. The fact that he wanted to see them. I always tried so hard to keep it safe. I always just thought that they were trying to look at on something else going on. I searched the library below and found some information on the Bindus family. It took some work, but I eventually was able to link them to my mother and to me. Why did you tell us what you... First I was angry, but I soon came to understand why. By that point, though, there was no easy way to bring it up, and let's be honest, we had often did more work. I think this is just like covering up like old like strings that were left, threads that were. This is such a weird texture, huh? A couple of books on the shelf catch your eye: the Sarl's Journal and the Life of Friar. The cover of the book has remained largely intact. With Sarl Dunnigan's name written up front. Inside the pages look like they were dropped face down in a puzzle. They're totally illegible. This book seems to belong to the writings of Friar Twilbic, rather a biographical journal. It seems Friar instead took pride in filling it with anecdotal thoughts in his day-to-day meetings. However, one particular entry catches your eye. I always thought that the Temple Knights were bound to be shaven. I never quite knew why, or if it was truly a written rule that mattered. For that matter, but I'd been under the impression all the same. Taverley was never the warmest town, but the difference here is much bigger than I'd expected. As the nights get longer, the days are sure enough getting colder, and even those little bits of warmth go a long way. The breeze from across the south is starting to get to me. That bushy rug on Dragol's face sure does seem comforting right now. And ah well, lessons learned for our next mission, I suppose. Okay, nothing special here. Pious proceeding, sure. They said something about how they're built in. I should never have opened it. I should never discover the truth of what they did, what he did, and yet this was final crest. I must be preserved. My job to do so. So he wants to destroy it, but he can't. I see. Written by Irisail of the Pious, this book details some of the more monotonous parts of the lives of the priests. Whereas the Temple Knights to be made up of the most devout followers of Saradomin. How else would they be trusted to bring about his will? One would have to be naive to think that anybody else could truly understand the purpose we're serving. Twilbic was said to be converted. We're clearly told this when questions were first raised of a Taverley-born druid joining the organization. However, the different prayers that he speaks at every night comes clutching Scythixian charms. Prayers that he comes clutching Scythixian charms seems to tell a different story. The more likely explanation seems to be that what I heard whispered, that he just too good to turn down. Ceradom's words would surely have been enough, though, without relying on this outside help. Still, it does seem that he was worthy of some grace, whether or not he should have been initiated in the first place, and while we don't quite see eye to eye, fire certainly has been useful to our operation. Okay. So just like this doesn't seem... Nothing here seems super exciting or interesting. Go far. So right now I've read how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3. I've read 5 now at this point. Yep. Days are getting longer, but sadly not to daylight. To think my family were saving me secretly back at the table. Strange concept now. It's been so long since we set out on this mission. So much has changed since the snarl. The initiated heck, I see their head brown on the totally white hair. Now it all feels like the end may. Well, it feels like the end may finally be near, though. I hope that is the case. If we don't succeed soon, I fear what might come next. They're kind of like seem completely unaware of what's going to happen. But they become more scarce and hastier as the time goes on. Actually, come to a total stop short before. Made it through another day. Pushed those solid empires back once more. They're back to the river, back past the river. And they're weaker now than we've ever seen them. Still, I've no doubt they see us as the same. The constant uphill battle has been tiring. We can only keep pushing for so much longer. However, this fight goes. We must secure the river. Sure, it can never be breached again by these unholy fools. That in itself is sure to be a challenge, to say the least. Unfortunately, Durandal still has a trusty seat at the ready. While I've been setting up camp for the night, he has ridden west once more to gather supplies. He is lucky. It has been a long time since the rest of us have seen true civilization, and it may well be that we never will again. They're kind of speaking ominously. I have a feeling like they got killed or something. Because they don't really seem like they were losing. They kind of seem like they weren't expecting to die, per se. Or I guess, well, they were, sorry, they kind of were expecting it. They were like, who knows what's going to happen to us kind of thing. Even check the back of these. From Mistland to Mauritania. Book appears to have been written to document your Kessel travel experience. This virtual mission written. Isn't there an Ibandis Sirgaze though? Okay. Oh, so what? Okay. The battlefront was unrelenting. At one point, I wasn't sure I'd be seen another day. That any of us would be here. Some leader I'd be if I'd let us all fall. But the winding paths here don't make for much of strategic action. The day has been long, but I don't expect they'll be getting any shorter. We must take time now to rest while we can. While the battle may be over now, that is provided we're fortunate enough to that they stay back. Soon need to move forwards. Once more, to establish proper foothold for our work to be successful, we can't just keep fighting forever. As I reflect now, I realize I must thank Ceradom. If it hadn't been for Sarah on that trusty mace of his, I doubt I'd be running any. You know what I'm realizing? There's these things. Yeah, that's what it is. You have to use the information to figure out and put the books on these pedestals, huh? Fuck. Alright, okay. I wasn't taking notes, bro. Shit. Okay. Ugh. Okay, alright, it's a puzzle. So this is the guy that was going west, right? They're saying it was... Durandal's trusty seat setting west. Okay, so this is from Iridal. So this book goes here. Okay. One guy's a devout Ceredominist. Okay, I think they mentioned something about a guy having, like... This is, Isandor Gar. Yes, pious proceedings. So Twilbic is the druid. So we have to do this, whoever Twilbic is. Squires, we're gonna just destroy. It's not that important. Sarls. Don't know anything about Sarl. Friar Twilbic. Wait. I think Friar Twilbic is correct. Dre Gull's face has a beard. Okay, now we have 3 more. My dumbass, and I'd like the solemn woman. Hair. His mace. Who's the guy with the mace? I think it's on here. Sarl. Huh. Oh. Okay, wait a second. This is kind of confusing. So, Pious... This is about... So, Pious is talking about, for sure, Friar, the Druid. That's this one, right? So I think it's... This one is talking about... This one talks about... If I go here... I must reflect now, I must thank Ceredomin. If it hadn't been for Sarl and that trusty mace of his, I doubt that I'd be writing these words. So it seems like this is Sarl, because he's holding a mace. But then this one here says it's a bearded man wearing a shield. Life of the Friar, read the life. Mentioned something about the breeze. Bushy rag. Drake Gull's face. I guess, you know what? They did say that they are a little, like, they're very clean-shaven. So it could be, like, any beard is a problem. sees a beard there, I guess. And then pious proceedings. So the just read all of them. Earendel has a steed, that's for sure. Just talking about Ethixian, this guy. Do they have any, like, I don't... kind of like... Okay, I'm gonna do this. Am I missing something? Am I missing a book? Booked, right? I could have absolutely missed something. Fuck off. It's fucked, right? Like that's insane, right? Sander. Oh, don't tell me I got something fucking wrong, bro. Okay. Well. Oh, kill me. All right. I don't like taking detailed notes or anything like that. So, we're gonna have to. We're gonna have to now. All right, notes. Okay. Who are the priestly warriors? Tell me who they are. Sure. There was Iriandel Keistling, Sarl Dune Gun, Friar Twill, Ick, Durry Gull Templeton, Fury Sail the the Pies and Esiandar Gar. Okay. We know things about each of them. Okay, so. This is the life of the Friar. Read the life of the Friar. Friar Chulbik, I'm pretty sure, is a druid. Pretty sure is a druid. I always thought that temple knights were bound to be clean-shaven. So, Salve is starting to get on me, to get to me, that bushy rug on Derrygul's face. Sure does seem comforting. I always thought the Temple Knights were supposed to have like these like names where it was like Sir something was like meant to like sound like a word, right? There's like Sir Amikvars, so Sir Duragul. Doesn't really sound like any. Well, whatever. So, I think this is supposed to be Duragul. Read. Yep. I think this is accurate. The long days are getting longer. Okay, so Duragul, I think, is bushy, beard, temple, knight. Okay. It said, so much has changed, and Sarl had barely been initiated. Heck, so Sarl is not really initiated, so brand new. Esiandar had still had some brown in her hair, and now totally white. So Esiandar, brown hair, lady. Okay. Succeed soon. I fear it comes. Okay. My guess is that he's referring to. I feel fairly confident this is accurate. This guy is like a secret druid, I think, which is the little green Guthix thing, so I think that's accurate. This is Esiandar. So read. They start as a diary written daily, but they get more scarce. Okay, we've made it through another day. We've pushed the river tree back to the river. For now, still, I have no doubt they see us the same. And sure, it can never be breached again by these unholy forces. That should be a challenge. Fortunately, Uriandel still has a trusty steed at the ready. While we've been setting up camp for the night, he has ridden west once more. Supplies, he is lucky. It has been a long time since the rest of his civilization, I fear. So, Uriandel, leader, as horse. Steed. It could be that this is her, because it's a woman with braided hair, but it looks brown. It could be the other lady who has white hair. White hair. We don't know. Okay. This is supposed to be Iriandel's book. Iriandel. Or Sarl. So I'm guessing that's this guy, because it's Sarl. The only thing I can think of, so Sarl as Mace, is simply that the other two have swapped. One would think, how else would they be trusted? While Chulbik was said to be converted, we were clearly told this when questions were raised. First raised of a Taverly born druid. When the conversation, however, with different prayers that he speaks every night comes, clutching his Gothixian charm, seems to tell a different story. The more likely explanation seems to be that what I heard whispered, that he was just too good to turn down. Certain ones would surely have been enough, though, without relying on his outside help. Still listen that he is worthy of some grace, whether or not we should be trusted. So she's talking about Friar. The only thing I can think of is that I take this one I just assumed that because she has brown hair, they're like showing her in her prime, but that's the only I can think of. Like, but that seems kind of crazy to me that that's the case. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's just interesting. Okay. How long have I been doing this for? It's been an hour and 15 minutes. I am the definition of speed. Quite something you better see this for yourself. It gives you Ibandis' writings. Okay. It's often said that to take on the mantle of Temple Knight is to make an ultimate sacrifice. For most, I mean, it's clear we laid in our lives in Saradomin's name so that for no peace. The truth, however, is far less simple and rarely understood. And Ariandel once told me that, once summed it up to best to me, our sacrifice is not that of the body but that of the soul. Ariandel now lies dead, along with my other brothers and sisters. Of the 7 of us sent here, only I remain. The Temple Knight tenets are clear. The events of the last 8 days must be documented. As the last survivor is my duty to do so. We originally dispatched the Salve with a clear directive to secure the river against the vampire threat. To those that traveled and fought with us, the hope in this was clear. That victory would be achieved through the total destruction of the vampires. In truth, the likelihood of such an outcome was always remote. And Sarah Primus was more unsettling. To conduct research and gather materials related to the vampire practice of alchemy. The savants believed alchemy to be the key to vampirification, but more importantly, also the key to overcome the vampires. Through our efforts, the savants were able to design what could only be described as a blood ritual, the magic that would secure the Salve for centuries, preventing any vampire from crossing it. The duty was to conduct this ritual, and the burden that came with it fell upon us Temple Knights. We prepared the ritual directly over the source of the Salve. For the sake of our companions, we ensured the profane elements remain hidden. As far as they were concerned, it was a holy consecration overseen by Saradomin himself. With everything prepared, we started the incantations, but we were quickly set upon by the enemy in force. They fought with more ferocity than we'd ever encountered, almost like the ritual itself was calling to them. Dariga was the first of them to fall. One by one, my other brothers and sisters joined him, along with many of our brave companions, and yet their sacrifice was not in vain. In spite of the enemy's attempts, the ritual was a success. As the battle ended, I watched as any vampires attempting to cross the water fell and writhed in pain before being engulfed by unholy magic. It was over, at least that's how it seemed at the time. We set to work on burying the dead, with me personally tending to my fallen brothers and sisters. I laid them to rest around the well where we conducted the ritual so that they may watch over the Salve forevermore. It was only a day after I realized something was wrong. When I woke, I felt a sickness inside me, a pain, a hunger. I may have survived the ritual, but now it seems that this was no blessing but a curse. There is only one explanation: vampirification. I will not become my mortal enemy. I will not let my companions watch as I become the thing they swore to destroy. Death is the only release for me now, but there is one final thing I must do before it takes me. While our conflict with the vampires focused on this side of the Salve, the materials we needed required various scouting missions deep into inventory. One of those missions was mapped the tunnels deep beneath Mauritania, including the going right under Castle Drakon, and so my path is clear. I will travel into that dark land one final time. I will use that tunnel to enter Drakon's home, and there I will finally put an end to him. In truth, the odds against are remote, but in many ways that is irrelevant. No matter what happens to us, the Salve is secure and our home is safe. Levon, I will not, and even if I fall, Drakon, I know, but his day will come, for I know no matter what, hope will always prevail. Damn, crazy. Alright, well. It's crazy. Alright, cool. Alright, guys. I'm gonna head off. Well, that sounds like it's kind of unfortunate, but fortunately I'd rather just do this in peace, I think.